Okay, let's discuss on question 8. Discuss the changes in society caused by the introduction of internet. Okay, I want to see you will exam how are you going to answer this question. So I give 15 minutes for you to brainstorm your own self and then write down your answer. Okay. Later, I just want you to read directly from whatever you have written so that I will know that what are the weaknesses or what are the strength of your answer. Okay. Now, 15 minutes from now. Don't download and copy from internet. Okay. Write your own answer.
Sir, normally
Yeah.
this kind of question, how many marks?
If let's say like this one, it could be easily 10 to 15 marks.
Okay, okay.
It's an essay type. Yeah. Remember, class, if you are fall into the trap of writing the advantages and disadvantages of internet, ask yourself after the advantages, so what? Okay, what is it happening to the society? All right. I give you one example is, for example, he have changed the behavior of communicate the community in terms of communication. Last time we used to send any urgent matter, we used to use fax to fax it to our customer or supplier. But now we are using email. So the fax machine has become obsolete already. Okay. So please discuss it in from a micro perspective of the changes on the society.
Sorry, sir. I'm late come in, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry for the late coming.
What is your name? Sorry.
Teo Leong Ho.
Teo Leong Ho. Why you are late?
Just now doing something other thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Quickly go and answer the question. Okay, later I ask you. You know what is the question about or not?
No, no,
You read the question from the share screen. I want you to write down your answer. Treat this as a exam question. Okay. Use 15 minutes to write down. You have only 10 minutes left.
Okay, okay.
Ong Kai Shun, are you there? Ong Kai Shun? Okay, class, you have another 2 minutes left. Finish your last sentence, yeah? Okay, class, are you ready? Finish your last sentence, and after that we share our answer. Okay, while your classmates are sharing their answer, please pay attention to what they say and jot down any points that are not that you never think of, not in your answer. Okay. Now, if let's say this type of questions happen, come out in the exam, you may get around 10 to 15 marks. Yeah. Okay. Let's listen from Hu Heng Dong. What is your answer, Hu Heng
Uh,
Dong?
my answer is when the internet is
Can you speak louder?
okay. Um, I think that the internet changed the society on the online shopping become possible, and not like right now, many people will prefer online shopping and use yeah. Uh, they will not go out and you will stay at home to use the online shopping, and then the also the work from home is become is
Is what?
uh yeah, people can work from home after the internet is introduced.
Is it the internet we need to we work from home is because of internet or because of COVID-19? Which one?
Because of COVID-19, but if we do not have internet, the society will not able to work from home
Okay, now,
that
when
easy.
you
Yeah,
okay now you when you say there is work from home, because the actual cause is caused by the COVID-19, is not the internet itself, right? So then you have to clearly explain that due to the COVID-19, where physical communication or whatever is impossible, and then the present or the introduction of internet enable the process of work
yeah,
from home. Okay,
yeah.
if you
Okay.
say that internet permit work from home, that's mean a few years back when we first introduced internet in 1980 something, you already start work from home already. You get me?
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
continue.
but because of the internet, the programmer they can work from home, they can choose to work from home before the COVID
Why
19
you want to
is
mention
introduced.
programmer? Is it only programmer can work from home?
Yeah,
Others
yeah.
cannot.
I just want to mention is before the COVID-19, there
Okay.
is particular of society are
Mm-hmm.
able work from home.
Okay.
And the last point is the newspaper change. People reading real newspaper through the apps or the online source instead of buying the traditional newspaper, the
Okay.
real paper. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. That's all for my
Okay.
point.
If let's say it's a 15 marks, how many marks do you think you can get?
5 marks.
Okay, it's around that, yeah. So if let's say 15.5, you still fail the paper, you know. It's not
Okay,
even 7.5, the half of it only. So you need to have
okay,
a strong justification. Yes, you have your
okay.
point, say that people changing from reading newspaper to reading the news online or whatever. Your explanation is not that clear. And then the online shopping, you also just briefly talking about now people are doing online shopping only. You need to justify your point.
Okay,
You get
okay,
me, Indong? Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, Jiamin, Lu Jiamin,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
My answer is before the introduction of the internet, people used to get the information from newspaper or magazine. But this
Mhm.
resource takes time to be produced and sell to public. So when the time we get the newspaper, it might not be the latest anymore. So when after the introduction of the internet, there are more ways to get the latest news and information. This changed the societies to rely more on internet resources instead of writing resources.
Very good.
And my second point is before the introduction of the internet, people are used to going enjoying the outdoor activities. I'm not saying like even though before the COVID, so like after the introduction of the internet, you can see like mostly all the nowadays the young man or any child they rather enjoy staying at home to playing phone or computer instead of getting out to play with other friends. So that's all from my point.
Okay, only 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. We need you to answer something like what Jueming have done. Okay. So if in the exam you may get 9 to 10 marks for this, even though it's 2 points. Okay, because it's explained it in a very clear way. Yeah, good. Keep it up, Jueming.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Han Xiang.
Hello, sir.
Come.
Based on in my opinion, I think that the introduction of internet has changes the behavior of society in terms of how they carry out the business activities. Like what Heng Dong mentioned before, introduction of internet made online shopping possible. Besides other than online shopping, there's also many things that qualify into the business area is made possible by the introduction of internet, such as e-banking, online shopping, and also advertising. People before used to advertise their product or the things that they made on the newspaper or by flyers. But now everything is just can be advertised in internet, such as when you surf for Facebook, you can see many advertisements of products. Besides that, with the introduction of internet, there are also many platforms such as Lazada and Shopee available for people to carry out online shopping. And also the introduction of internet also make e-banking possible because people in the past used to go to the bank physically, but now they can just surf the internet and then carry out banking activities by logging into their accounts. Besides, like what Jamie says before, the introduction of internet has also changed the behavior of society on how they search for information. People used to search information by reading physical materials and books. Physical materials such as books, magazine, or newspaper. This process is very time consuming and is also very tedious. After internet is introduced, there are many search engines available such as Google, Bing, Yahoo, and some more, and etc. People can just surf the internet and search for the relevant information that they want. However, this process also causes many fake news to spread, so the society need to be more clever to filter the true information that they want. Overall, the introduction of internet made the society to become more efficient and more productive. That's my point.
Okay, thank you. Good. Han Xiang, do you think that how many points have you presented?
2.
2. Okay, very good. So when Han Xiang presented the changes of business activity, e-banking, advertising, or whatever, we can all are the same point. Okay, because under a business model, it changed the way how we do business, or it changed the business model. Okay, so don't treat e-banking as one point, advertising as another point. No, you will, even though you discuss so many examples, but it's only considered as one point. Okay, change of business model. So while we are answering this type of question, please be aware that write down your answer and you find out if, let's say, your answer is having a similar nature, then group them under a common subtitle. Okay, Han Xiang, when you write this one, you can just say the changes of internet on the society are as follows. A, business model. Then you start describing how is your business activity carried out. What last time there is no e-banking, now is all rely on e-banking and so forth. You get me, Han Xiang?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the second one is to change the B. Then you can say that chain of behaviors for searching of information. Then only you start discussing. Okay. Give it a subtitle. It will be easier for you to counter check at the end of exam, and also it will make your your thinking clearer. Is that okay, Han Xiang?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so take note of that, lah. Wei Hong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, come, Wei Hong.
Nowadays, internet developed rapidly and people are allowed to use internet for managing a lot of stuff. For example, communication, business purpose, entertainment, and so on. Certainly, internet contribute us advantages and also disadvantages. Water can flow a boat, so can swallow the ship. The impact of internet to society is people can share their emotion and experiences, share the current news, and discuss together as well as giving their opinion. It seems like this is an advantage of internet, but it can also be the disadvantage of internet as people are free to comment on anything. They can give their comments easily through internet, no matter it's good comments or bad comments. Negative comments may cause someone commit suicide because of the cyberbullying. It is angry and sorrowful when we see the news that someone commits suicide because of the negative comments. Those people who give negative comment are the killer indirectly, and they don't have to take any responsibility on it. So it is a large impact of internet towards society. So that's all for my
So we have how many points here?
roughly 1 point.
Yeah, exactly. You have only 1 point is talking about communications. Okay, so if let's say it's out of 15 marks, you may get 3-4 marks only. Because 15 marks, you may expecting you to have around 3 or 4 answer, 3 or 4 points.
I just give the elaboration of that point. So I don't think others point.
Yeah, so within the time limits of 15 minutes, you're supposed to come up with around 3 to 4 points, okay? So what happened? You're only thinking of 1 point. What happened? Is it language problem or run out of idea?
I just want to elaborate this point. I think I thought the elaboration got a lot of mark.
Okay, now I can tell you no, yeah? You need to have a different point because you are only talking about change of the behavior of communication only and the good and bad of internet, okay? All right,
Okay,
so class,
thank
you aware when it the mark if for in the exam if it is only 1 point you only get 3 to 4 marks, yeah, okay. All right, Carson, are you there? Kyson? Absent, anyone know why Kyson is absent? Okay, Maylin,
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
can you speak louder?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can.
Okay, so after introduction of internet, it bring convenience to society. First, students can do research through internet without going to library to complete their coursework and assignment. Then beside, people can also online shopping without going physical store to buy their things. Moreover, online order foods using GrabFood or Foodpanda by delivery or takeaway method also can avoid queuing outside restaurant wait for an hour. So that's all from me.
Only these three.
Yeah.
It's a bit shallow, a bit superficial, you know, Maylin. Whenever you say that is you change the student can do the research in internet instead of going to the library or whatever, you can further expand it. This is talking about the chain of the behavior of learning. All right. You can also talking about the same thing as the lecturer, the student can now they can learn from internet instead of attending a physical classes and so forth. You need to elaborate further. Yeah, it's too superficial. And your online shopping and GrabFood, you can group under business model or online shopping as a big title because both also is ordering products or services through online, isn't it? Right? You are actually having one. I will consider as 1 point instead of 2 points. Yeah, even though you say online shopping and GrabFood, okay, is a similar in nature. So we'll lump it up under online shopping or business model, as what Han Xiang has mentioned just now. Do you get me, Melin?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to discuss more. All right.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Pang Chuan,
Yes, hello.
louder, please.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Sorry, all this while I pronounce your surname as Pong.
No, it's okay. So I begin. The introduction of internet has significantly eased and ramped the progression of developing countries. Crucial information and important knowledge can be shared across towns, cities, or even countries within seconds. This makes both sides may be able to progress much more easily whenever one party is facing a challenge. Besides, for a company may have a setup for two distinct locations, which can be able to progress their works much more efficiently as their desired information are stored inside the internet and may be easily accessible from any time. So this internet has provide the society to store a lot of things, which is not limited to engineering designs, human resource management, inventory management, or even internal business management. With everything progressing so fast, the new generation of the society may have need to find a way to cope with the speed of the advancement of the community. This eventually result in some part of the society which may not be able to cope with the advancement may be eventually left out. Thank you, sir. Please.
Okay, your last sentence, can you repeat it again? If the society cannot cope up with the speed, what happened?
So some part of the society may not be able to cope with the speed of the advancement, may be eventually left out or be outdated.
Okay, how many points
So
do
they
you
may
think that
not.
you have?
Two.
What are they?
One is the society, the coping of society. The other is the progression of society.
No, if let's say I listen from what you say, right? If I were you, I will put it down. The changes of internet or caused by the internet on society are as follows. First, behavior or sharing of knowledge. Then you mentioned that explain as what you have done just now, lah. All right. Now
All
people
right.
can get the information, blah blah blah, easier or whatever. And then if the company set up at two locations, their efficiency or of working is still not compromised because they can get the required information easily through internet. Okay. Then after that, then you will say that fast learning because you say that people need to adapt to the fast changing of the internet, isn't it? Right.
Yes, yes.
So if they are not adapting it fast enough, they will be left out or will be filtered out by the society. Okay, it's
Yes.
better for you to give a subtitle, then easier for you to discuss, and then you can see the boundary there. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yihang, have a try.
Thanks, sir.
Hi.
By introduction, the internet.
Can you speak louder, Yihang?
With the introduction of the internet, it caused the rise of the mobile communication, especially through the smartphone. This is because we can get online almost any way or any time with the smartphone. For the example, when we receive an emergency email at outside, we can quickly email back with the smartphone without the desktop or the computer. Other than that, with the introduction of the internet, it also raised the business model, which is the e-payment and the Grab food. With the Grab food, it helps us he can help us when we are working, we we don't have time to go out to buy the food. We can use the GrabFood, easier to order the food and no need to wait for wait for it and go out to have a
Continue, Ihan.
I think the word have
Is it
to
that? Hmm?
have to pick
Pardon?
that's all my point.
Okay, okay, Ihan. So you got how many points?
Two points.
Okay, the 2 points. So the first one, you are talking about the emergence, the emerging of this mobile communication business, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Then you can put a subtitle say new market or new industry. Okay. So
uh,
under that, you need not only discuss about uh, the mobile communication only and others emailing or whatever, you can also discuss about it under the new market. Okay. And then when you're talking about the business model change, when you're talking about the e-payment purchasing behavior or whatever, you can put down under change of purchasing behavior of consumer. Then you can discuss about e-payment, grab food or whatever. Are you following?
yes.
Okay, now one thing I want to remind all of you, when you use example, it is very important for you to put down this phrase, for example. Okay, for example, in grab food, blah 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 blah. Okay, because in your answer, if you don't put down grab food, if you don't put down for example, that means your answer is only limited to the grab food, no other things already. Okay, so this is to cover yourself. Okay, if you put you put the word for example in GrabFood blah blah blah, then when the reader read it, we know that, oh, okay, GrabFood is only one of them. They could have other things that is similar nature. Okay, right? Yan Chang, so Yan Chang, good morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How does it disturb individual life? Can you explain further? It is not clear. So that's when the concentration of the user is distracted lah, is it? And then it's usually overloaded with informations. Okay, good. Class, you see that the way Yan Chan answering this question is, instead of we give the changes as what I mentioned just now, give a subtitle or whatever, he is discussing on the positive impact on the society and then the negative impact on the society. This is another way that how you can answer this question. Okay, and definitely under the positive impact, you can still have a subtitle if you want. All right. Okay, good. Keep it up, Yan Chan. Xin Sun.
Yes, hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
In my opinion, before the introduction of internet in society, the lifestyle was quite slow paced due to the several limitation, which inhibits the ease of communication, such as the geographical landscape of the earth, the length of wired telephone lines, or the delivery of letters. This is due to these factors have a delay in the arrival of information, as it typically takes few days or longer to reach to their destination. Now, with the introduction of the internet, boundaries in communications are practically non-existent, with minor factors such as weather being the only limitation. The internet allows almost instant, or in other words, in real-time exchanges of information, which indirectly causes communication to be more efficient, the society to be more efficient. Namely, they will be using social applications such as WhatsApp, Facebook, emails, and also news websites. Hence, the time lag in communication has been eradicated, which results in faster paced lifestyle. Also, due to this faster paced lifestyle, it also leads to economic bloom, as businesses no longer have to wait or delay due to the communication being presented in real time. Other than that, it allows society to be more knowledgeable, or in other words, make it easier to obtain information. As before the introduction of internet, information were only written in books, whereby now people are able to surf the internet or use search engine like Google to obtain the information that they want. That's all for my point.
Okay, good. How many points do you have?
I think 2.
Okay, yeah. What are the 2?
The lifestyle of society and the efficiency of society.
Okay, right. Yeah. So you're talking about the lifestyle of society. You are talking about the fast pace of the society, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Then how about when you're talking about efficient of the society? What is your justification?
It makes them easier to obtain knowledge, as before they have to search for information through books.
In this
now
case,
they may just...
in this case, if you are talking about efficient of society, it should cover more. It can cover from business, cover from whatever. But if you are talking about the learning faster through internet, can get more information through internet instead of reading books or whatever, it is better for you to put to say that is changing the behavior of learning.
Okay.
If you're talking about efficiency, then you need to cover business or whatever. All right. So when you answer this type of question, you need to pandai. So make sure that your points that is having a similar nature is grouped under one title. And if let's say you can, if the nature of the point are not really the same, then you may want to split them into 2 or 3 points. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Simpson. Thank you. Leong Ho.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, you come late, you still manage to get the answer out.
I just think one idea only.
If one idea, then you're so fail already. If 10 marks are the one idea, the maximum you can get is 5 marks only. Then how to pass?
Yeah, I know.
So next time, don't come late. Okay, come.
In my opinion, with the introduction of the internet, it creates alternative way in our life.
Sorry, in what?
It creates alternative way in our life.
Okay.
In example, if we want to learn something or learn to do workout, we have to go to gym and subscribe the trainer service. But now with the internet, we can have the trainer online monitoring, and we can do it anywhere. And this can allow us, we don't need to go frequently to the gym and save the time from or to the gym room. Besides that, if previously if we want to ask the academy,
Your voice become very soft, Yong-ho.
sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Besides that, if we have the academy question, we have to go to the office and book the time to meet the lecturer. But with the introduction of the internet, it allows us to do it online through WhatsApp, email, and other social media. And also we can find possible solution from all around the world at the Google instantly. So
Okay.
that's all my.
All right. So even though you're talking, one is gym, one is a student, it looks very different, but it's under the same category. If I put it down under the learning behavior of people. Okay, we are talking about how does it train the people to learn something, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. So it's 1 point. Okay, good. But it's too minimum for you already. It's too less. You need to think of some more. Okay.
Okay, I
Easy.
understand.
Okay. Easy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Come.
In communication, we are easily to keep on touch and get latest status or moment of our family members, friends, and others. We can easily to share their happiness and sadness of them, and we can also use photo, videos to record the highlights of their life. They can always keep on touch by using video call or voice call, so it changes our social lifestyle by the introduction of internet. In industry, it also increased the productivity of industry and save resources. This is because we are now introduced to industry 4.0 and it share and uploads the data into the clouds or server. It is very easy and convenient, and it reduces the syntax error that can be made by human. So it reduces the error, then it will save resources. For the economical way, it creates more job opportunities and business. Like last time, we don't have the jobs like YouTubers, live master, NetRed, software engineer, IT programmers. We don't have those job opportunities. So in introduction of internet, we have these more job opportunities, and we also can, for the business part, we also can, the online shoppings and the advertisement also change, because nowadays the advertisement is using the YouTube's and Google's Facebook. Then we have lesser, and it also improved the games industry, because the game industry is we have nowadays called the gamers, so it creates many business chance. For the education part, we change the behavior of learning by using Google Classroom and Google Meet. We use the Google Classroom to share the information, documents, and submissions, the reports and assignments. For the Google Meet is for us to like conduct a small learning group, and we also can learn by using watching videos for hands-on in YouTube. They nowadays got some YouTubers, it show this kind of hands-on learnings they use as their way. It also have search engines for us. By using the search engine, we can read articles, journals, and documentation or the knowledge we need from the class. That's all for my point.
Okay, good. Okay, so you have break it down into the subtitle. That's good. Okay, let's listen to Chong-Yi. Wong Chong-Yi.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Morning.
Morning.
So in my opinion, the introductions of internet is no different as a discovery of a new world for human society where it extends the mankind limit in both terms of time and space to explore, share, and gain resources that no one could ever imagine before. As internet growth in both populations and technology, people could get almost anything they need through internet. For instance, we could get the daily essentials from our local market just through a few clicks on our smartphones. The second is internet make it easier for us to access to the latest education or knowledge from a top education institute like the Taylor or MIT, with just as long as you have the access to internet. And next is about the business. Internet has shaped the new model of business model, which the businessman could have a closer interactions with their customers and to gain a faster feedback and provide a better solution to their customer. And last, let's not miss out that some of us in the world could even find their life partner from the internet, which proves that internet has become the extension of life in modern society. And internet has become the catalyst of human development. Despite bringing the advantages to modern society, it also introduced some negative impact to human society. For instance, social anxiety led by a fast-paced lifestyle due to the higher demand in productivity, much vulnerable spread of negative informations or false informations, obsessions into entertainment, especially in young generations. Internet has speed up both good and bad aspects in human civilizations. As in real world, internet as a digital world require proper regulations to keep it running well. In my opinion, government plays the most important roles in these regulations, as they could introduce the life educations to help people to recognize their life issues from mental health to financial crises and thus learn to manage them. And government could also have a better regulations on information spreading, educate people on information validations before they spread, introduce the fake news disclosure center among nationwide. So that's it from me.
Okay, very good, Chong-Yi. You are explaining in a very clear way, and then you group them under the different category. Very good, keep it up. Kashan?
Hi, sir.
Very soft, cannot hear you, Kashan.
Hello.
Soft or still very soft?
Still very soft.
Now it's better, slightly better.
I start now.
Okay.
Internet allow people to communicate easily through a cloud-based platform. For example, Facebook, WeChat, WhatsApp, and etc. These platforms require people to use by internet. Previously, people used to communicate by face-to-face or using the phone, and it may use up a lot of time or money to complete one communication. However, the introduction of internet allows people to communicate in real time and totally free of charge. It helps people to
wait, totally free of charge is depend on what perspective that you're looking at. When you're using internet, do you need to pay? You need to pay for your data plan, isn't it? Or Wi-Fi?
Oh, yeah.
Is it free?
Oh.
So it's not free. So when you're talking about the internet is free, you need to be careful, you know. Yeah, you still need to have an investment to purchase your devices. Right? Okay, continue, Kashin.
Thus, the internet helps to change the behavior of communication in the society. Besides, without the internet, people usually research to the information by finding through the hard copy and documents in library or bookshop. With the internet, a lot of documents and books are uploaded to the internet for reviewing. People is not required to go to somewhere purposely to find a resources from a book or document, and is able to read it at any time. Internet reduces the time of searching the information required and is able to improve people's knowledge easily nowadays. Internet is changing the behavior of learning in the society. That's all for me.
Okay, good. Yeah, mainly you're talking about changing the You can say it's a change the learning behavior of society or change the learning process of society also can, right? Okay, but then when just now when you're talking about I didn't jot down. There are certain things that you talk about is a bit superficial, so you need to explain it in details. Okay, sorry, I forgot to jot down what you mentioned in the that is superficial one. The before you're talking about changing of the behavior of learning. What are you talking about?
Able to find the resources from the hard copy of document
Okay.
by the internet.
But that one also you can lump under the learning behavior of society. Okay, so that you have more things to talk about that. Okay, Wing Liang, are you having before that? Are you having class now? Do you have another class? Hello, group. So no response. I
No.
assume you don't have another class, huh? So we continue. Okay, Wing Liang.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
In my opinion, I think that the internet makes the exchanging of informations more convenient. For example, if the communications can be done regardless of the distance, as long as the place is having a good network coverage. This results in the society to be more willing to communicate and voice out opinions through the internet. For an example, is the internet has been used as a tool for political activism, which results in is to be tools or subjects to fake news, such as the origin of COVID-19. There's been an ongoing dispute of the origin of the COVID-19, which results in the Americans and Chinese netizens to dispute over the issue, accusing of each other country as the origin of the disease. This also results in the spreading of political message such as communism ideology versus the democratic ideology, while at the same time criticizing each other government decisions and action. Next, I think that the internet gives rise to
what?
E-commerce. The user or buyer e-commerce. The user or buyer can access to a certain product and compare and review the rankings and compare it with the product with the others. The user can also reviews and comments on the product. This results in the better growth of the economy. That's all for me.
Okay, good. Okay, keep it up. Jie, Yong Jie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come.
Okay, yeah. The rapid advancement of internet has created unmistakable, significant change in our daily life. The impact of the internet has on society is felt almost everything we do every day, like from ordering a food, we go to travel, everything we did in our daily life. It has affected how we communicate, how we learn about global events, or even how our brain function. So at this point, society is racing to catch up with developing web technology, create a social evolutions that have impacted how we celebrate significant life events, from wedding dinners to graduations to baby announcement. There's no denying that the way we celebrate is impacted by the web. So the main impact the internet has on society is we treat our privacy differently. The internet has affected the way we form and maintain relationships with our friends, families, our partners, and even our acquaintances. Now that we can interact with each other and keep each other updated on our life more easily than in the past, the notions of intimate relationship have changed. So for instance, social medias allow people to constantly update their networks about their life using photo, video, text, posts, and others. So we present ourselves to everyone around us, allowing us to stay in touch from moment to moment with the people, either we care or not care. So casual acquaintances from year past know our political learning, where we go to and graduate from school, who we're going to marry, who is our kid, or even the place we stay. This can create a new sense of intimacy that didn't exist in the past, since people felt that they know all this that there is to know about the people in their life. This internet has actually decreased the significance of personal life events like family, college, and high school reunions. If we all know what everyone else is up to anyway, then why spend the money and travel time to catch up in person? Second is the impact of internet on travel industry. For wanderers, the internet is the friend in need and service. Now make use of the power of web to know more about travel destinations or even organize the travel plans online. We can book the hotels, tickets, and travel package online. Just do it from the comfort of from our home, sit back and pack our bags. The internet has now become one-stop place to know about what it takes to make a great travel trips. One can get to know more about the various travel package that is available, the popular destination booking in the hotel and resort, the flight bookings, and a lot more from the webs. So from the lovely beaches of mighty mountains or the best exotic and heritage location, we can get all these necessary informations. Some of the service that offer through the website include the online flight schedule and booking, online hotel reservations, tour planning and bookings, car rental bookings, and so on. Lastly, is the impact of internet on the age, people, and society. Yeah, now the age do not need to always sit in front of the TV and just read the book. They can try something exciting like browsing through the internet. If you think that the internet is only been for the tech savvy and youngster, there is a big mistake. In fact, internet and senior make a good pair, and there are sufficient reason as to why it's so. With the help of the internet, senior can get all the sort of information without stepping out of their house. It's like a knowledge bank from where they can get a host of information on different subjects and topics. They can shop, they can send gifts, they can make the bill payments and do something other things from the comfort of home through the internet. No more standing in the long queue to pay the electricity bill or walk that extra mile to get a bottle of juice. All they need to do is just turn to the relevant websites and go clicking with the mouse. They can even socialize and connect to near and dear ones in the community through the internet. The social networking sites are one of the reasons for the growing popularities of the internet among people across the world. So apart from these, there's a lot myriad sectors where the internet has played wonders. Some of them are healthcare, sport, manufacturing and retail, public administration, banking, and lots for that. So yeah, there's all
okay, good. Point. But when you explain using an example, for example, like the travel industry or whatever, don't go for too long of the explanation about one industry, because you have limited amount of time for you need to create at least 4 or 5 points within 15 minutes, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you need to be very careful. Instead of a travel industry, if I were you, I will put the top business model. Then I can discuss about travel industry. I can discuss about e-commerce or whatever. So that I have, if your subtitle is general, then you have a lot of things that you can discuss under the subtitle. All right. Okay. Yeah. Now, thank you, Jie. Now, the class, I want you to. I need your opinion. Which way do you think that you will learn faster, by writing down or we discuss the question and answer verbally, like what we have done previously? As compared to today, I ask you to write down which one you think that you can learn faster or better. Hello, class? I need your feedback.
For my opinion, I think that writing down a paragraph and presenting it could be better, as it provides us some time to think and organize our thoughts, ideas.
Okay, all right. Any other people? You are Zhongyi, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about others? Besides Zhongyi, any other opinions? Yihang, what do you think? Yihang, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which method you prefer? Write it down or verbal?
I think write it down.
Write it down, okay.
Yeah.
From my observation is previously when I asked you to answer the question verbally, very often that you all cannot come out with the right words or cannot continue when I ask so what, why, or whatever. Then you get stuck. But today's when I ask you to write it down on the paper, I would say that you can present your idea quite smooth lah. Okay. So in future we are going to have more writing exercise lah. Okay. When we have a physical classes, usually I ask a student to write and then I will mark it for them. But now since it is a virtual class, so I think the only way is to ask you to write and then you read it up to me, then I comment. Okay. Right. Any question before we end the class here? So next week we are going to discuss about the assignment, yeah? Okay, any question? If no question, then we end the class here. Sorry for taking.
So what about Lim Wen Yang?
Sorry, someone saying something?
So what about Lim Wen Yang?
Lim Wen Yang. Lim Wen Yang. So I have to see whether I can go back to group 1 to change his attendance or not. I cannot promise.
I think asking
let me know earlier, huh?
I think Shen is asking why Lim Wen Yang haven't present his answer.
Because it's from other group, it's not in my name list there. Okay, Wen Yang, you want to present your answer? Come.
Okay, sure.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Cannot hear you. Breaking.
Hello, sir.
Okay, come.
Can you hear me now? Hello.
Are you speaking, Wen Yang?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Now I would like to present positive impact and negative impact. Positive impact, the introduction of the internet provides the helps to the other people, like raising funds and finding missing people. If using the old ways, we need to sending the flyers or by sending the flyers or talking from the other ways, these ways are more complicated than for the internet, but we can help those people easily by posting the posts on the social media. So for the negative impacts, the cyberbullying.
Sorry, negative impact is what?
Cyberbullying.
Oh, cyberbullying. Okay.
Okay, because we can easily comment our things on the social media or the internet. So no matter what is good comments or bad comments. So recently there are many cyberbullying when the introduction of the internet. Yeah, the cyberbullying also causes the suicide cases increases.
When you say this, do you have any justifications?
Yeah.
Don't pluck from the sky.
Because most of the suicide cases come from the celebrities. Yeah, because many haters that didn't like them comment the hate comments under the post of the celebrities. Then this causes the celebrities having stress. Then in this period, there are many celebrities suicide because they cannot afford these stresses. Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, good. Yeah, keep it up. Okay, so now you see in the WhatsApp group, from time to time I will give you some link. Okay, so you just go and read the article that I have shared with you, so that you can open or widen your horizon. So when you come to answering question, it will be easier for you. Like just now, I'm talking about the suicide case one. You need to be very careful. It must be justifiable. You must say something is true. Okay. So if without reading newspaper or whatever, your knowledge is rather limited. Okay. So I will strongly encourage you all to read daily English newspaper. Okay. Especially if you are not good in articulate your idea, go and read this. For example, like the Star, there is a section called Your Opinions. Then you can see how other people are voicing out their opinion and so forth. You can learn from there. All right? Okay? So, other question? Sorry for dragging you for 15 minutes. Okay? Oh, no question, then we'll end the class here. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.